yang baru selesai habis program senang. Baik, it's already 9. Saya mulakan lah ya. Assalamualaikum dan selamat pagi semua. Yang berusaha Dr. Wan Nurul Mardiah binti Wan Muhammad Rani, Timbalan Pengarah 2 Institut Sekolah Anda. Yang berusaha Profesor Madya IR Dr. Samsul Sarif, Timbalan Pengarah UTM Campus Sustainability UTMCS. Selamat datang ke kursus perubahan iklim dari kesedaran kepada tindakan. Nama saya Azura. Saya berbesar hati menjadi pengacara majlis anda untuk hari ini. Baik. Sebelum kita memulakan program kita, marilah kita sama membaca surah Al-Fatihah bagi keberkatan program kita pada hari ini. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Amin, amin, amin. Baik, izinkan saya sekali lagi mengucapkan selamat datang kepada anda semua yang dihormati. Kami benar-benar menghargai masa dan komitmen anda untuk berada di sini hari ini, kerana perubahan iklim merupakan salah satu isu yang paling mendesak pada masa kini, dan bersama-sama kita mempunyai kuasa untuk memacu perubahan sebenar. Kursus ini direka bentuk untuk melengkapkan anda dengan pengetahuan dan alat penting untuk menyampaikan isu perubahan iklim secara berkesan dan memberi inspirasi kepada tindakan. Sepanjang sesi ini, peserta akan diberi pendedahan meneroka rangka kerja SIPA, iaitu Komunikasi, Pendidikan dan Kesedaran Awam, dan mempelajari cara menggunakan teknik komunikasi persuasif untuk melibatkan pihak berkepentingan dan memacu advokasi iklim yang memberi kesan. Baik, sebelum kita bermula, berikut adalah beberapa peringatan ringkas. Sila pastikan telefon bimbit anda berada dalam mood senyap. Kami menggalakkan penyertaan aktif dan jangan malu atau segan untuk berkongsi pendapat semasa atau sepanjang perbincangan. Kita akan berhenti rehat selama 15 minit nanti, mungkin dalam pukul 10.30 pagi. Jika anda mempunyai sebarang cadangan, sila angkat tangan dan catatkan atau berikan kepada fasilitator untuk soal-soal jawab nanti. Baik, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, sukacita saya memperkenalkan tenaga pengajar kita untuk hari ini. Sebelum itu, izinkan saya membaca sedikit biodata beliau. Baik, Encik Ahmad Zafwan Muhammad Kasim merupakan seorang jurulatih ataupun perunding pengasas Inogi PLT. Beliau pakar dalam kemampanan strategi ESG dan advokasi perubahan iklim. Dengan latar belakang yang kokoh dalam pengurusan tenaga dan karbon, beliau telah bekerja secara meluas dalam projek nasional dan antarabangsa, termasuk sebagai perunding untuk pertubuhan pembangunan perindustrian pertubuhan bangsa-bangsa bersatu, itu UNIDO, dan penilai untuk anugerah inisiatif Kesepakatan Hijau Iskandar Malaysia Gaya sejak 2019. Dengan pengalaman luas dalam pendidikan perubahan iklim, komunikasi strategik dan kesedaran awam, Encik Zafwan berada di sini hari ini untuk berkongsi pandangannya dan tentang cara kita untuk menggunakan rangka kerja dan teknik komunikasi untuk memacu tindakan iklim yang lebih kuat. Okey, tanpa melengahkan masa, dipersilakan Encik Zafwan untuk proceed with the session. Dipersilakan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum.
Clear? Sorry, clear?
Clear.
Okay, kalau clear tak pakai mic, because I always move around. Okay, so first terima kasih Mazura for the introduction. My name Ahmad Zafwan bin Muhammad Kasim. You can call me Zafwan. So before we start, I'd like for you to answer one question. Please. When you talk about climate change, what it means to you? And what it to do? How many of you ever think about it? Anyone? Yeah. Okay. No, you want to share or not? It's okay. Okay. Cool. Because I'm not expecting you to answer it now, but if you, after this afternoon, complete this course, you have something to think about this, okay, then we already achieved this objective. Okay, or if you could not find it, at least you think about it, then there was a change. Okay, something that really triggered your mind, what is climate change? Okay, because the whole narrative of this training comes from the collections of our experience, then we compile with objective to create this objective. Okay, so we are expecting after this program, people start to think climate change in that direction. What's it really mean to you? Okay, now we talk about changes in climate. Not only that, but it really deep inside you. Okay, and what you plan to do. Okay, cool. So for those who want to review me and myself, my background, you can set that one. That will lead you to my thinking. Okay. Cool. Okay. Before we start, better we know each other, right? So actually the whole idea of this training is supposed to be in the workshop side. So common practice, we will put in 5 groups. So looking at this number, are you prefer 5 group or 3 group or 2 group or 4 group? You need to do some exercise, then they will really have a big impact. If not, for half day, it's only 1 week application.
3 group, 3.
3 group?
3.
3 group.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 group. So, okay. I don't want to use a common way of introduction, right? Normally when you join one training, you need one by one stay up, okay, stand and then introduce yourself. Then the person before you already start thinking what I'm going to say, right? So you not focus. So it's good for you to introduce yourself, kenalan dulu, in the group level. Not only for that, there is some exercise juga. Okay, kita ada exercise juga to make you immediately start working together. Okay? Then after that, choose your leaders. Then let your leaders introduce you, your group, to the whole audience. Okay? Can you? Boleh? Orang rasa, this boleh buat 2 group because ramai. Can you? Boleh buat 2 group ke? Okay? Kalau
Boleh
kita
buka masuk tadi.
sorry mungkin you rasa tak convenient little bit because dia tak ada table, but we try to work with the environment that the condition that the one group. The group. Can we make 2 groups? Itu banyak. Ha? Banyak. You tak fokus. Boleh? Okay. So, apa yang kita buat? Kat situ ada post-it. Okay, I have mix kan. Mr. Iqbal boleh Mr. Iqbal. Pakai post-it, you just tulis itu nama dan you tampal dekat sini. Kemudian, I really need you to think about poster child of climate change. What is this? What is a poster child of climate change? You know? Anyone know what is a poster child of climate change?
No.
No. Okay. Don't worry. This one. Siapa pernah tengok dia? Poster child is a symbol of that you can create it as a symbol for climate change. Okay? You can use like I think quite familiar, right? Greta. This has become a poster child of climate change. You quite advocate to talk about climate change. Okay? Or kalau kita ada person, you can use polar bear, animal. Okay? You can write, you can discuss and define your punya poster child. Okay? Then instead of that, you can use place. Now, sinking island become one of the poster child of climate change. Of course, I'm not expecting you to draw sampai macam ni. So, to make it easy, just draw like this. Okay? You can draw like this. You might, okay, this is my boss. my boss always talk about climate change. So put some description, Mr. So and so. This become my poster child because he always talk about climate change. Blah blah blah. Or you can put my cat. Now my cat severe sick because of climate change. Then you can put. Okay? Or you might put some place in your hometown now badly affected because of climate change. Okay? So try to get 15 minutes, 1.5, to know each other and come up with a poster climate change. 15 minutes, okay? Thank you. We stop at 9:25, okay? We start at 9:25. Okay, 9:25 we stop. Okay, thank you. Boleh, dia nak pakai posting boleh. Boleh seorang-seorang tulis, yang tanpa pun boleh text cepat. Oh, dah ada posting. Dah ada marker. Nanti tampal je senang.
Boleh lah ya.
Ada sama idea, poster chart. You can discuss among your group. Nanti you dapat satu.
Oh, Bukan tuan bakar. Tapi saya sebab perubahan suhu kan. Perubahan suhu. Saya kat Australia panas tu lah.
Sikit nak right sikit pun boleh lah.
Cuaca panas negara kita. Cuaca panas. Berapa modal tu?
Kalau saya kita kebanyakan during that time Singapore boleh lebih dengan kita letakkan kalau tengok
RM50 satu buat. Buat satu ekor muat. Ikanlah panas lah. So awal lagi muliakan dia cik dia nak dia kuat.
okay. Some pressure crew dah siap. Apa yang crew? Okay. Just mention ada crew dah siap. You have another 6 minutes, okay? Some pressure.
Hello. Andy. Let's call me Andy.
Okay.
Fire tu ekosistem tu
Ada yang tak okay, tampak boleh 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 pakai ni now this group okay
okay.
Less than 5 minutes. We have less than 5 minutes. tak kat group name. Identify your group name
Satu.
Baru nak dapat dia. There are 6 guys. Every time dia.
ISI.
Okay, less than 3 minutes. Kalau full program dia akan ada. Full program supposed to be 2 hari.
Buat training.
Done?
More or less.
More or less, okay.
Oh, faham. Kita nanti
Dia nak warm up dulu. Two group already completed. You have another less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. Done? Done? Okay, less than 1 minute. Your group done? Okay, done. Cool. Your group? Less than 1 minute. Okay. So good. Your group? Done. Okay. We wait for last group here. You all dah ada leader ke? All have leader? Okay.
Saya membantu kita.
Okay. Dah ada leader. You all dah ada leader? Okay. Okay. Okay, stop. Stop. Okay, now let's introduce each group. Who want to start? Okay. Okay. 2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes.
Okay.
Our group name is ISI. Okay. Kita ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 orang pun kan. Betul kan? Ada Tuan, ada Feroz, MK dan geng-geng kat belakang tu lah. Okay. This is our poster.
Okay.
Dia panggil apa? Climate change child poster kan?
Poster child.
Poster child. Kita ada budak-budak. Nampak budak-budak kan? Child memegang gaun. Dia menunjukkan young generation akan berlakunya risiko pada young generation disebabkan oleh pertama ni this is our crack tanah merekah. Dia dah kering kan, tanah tu sangat kering, tandus. So berlakunya tanah merekah dan berlakunya glacier, ais, pencairan ais di sini, ni dah nampak biru-biru ni kan. Kemudian awan mendung dengan hujan. Kemudian ni memegang sesuatu lah, dengan harapan dia akan ada sinar daun lah tu, daun hijau. So this is our poster yang menunjukkan young generation akan mengalami risiko kalau kita tak berjaga-jaga terhadap kita punya climate change yang telah disebutkan ni lah. Ada 1, 2, 3. Cukup lah kot tuan ni.
2 minutes. You keep it process because after this we still go with this. Okay. Second group. Okay. Go. You ada 2 minit, okay?
Okay, Assalamualaikum, very good morning. So, we are ecosystem. Saya Hasaili dan my team ada Rafiza, Joyce, Ainun, Ain, Fatin, Ain dengan Zul.
Okay, semua dengar
So, our poster actually is Earth. Yang wearing a face mask dan ada tanda macam ambulance because it's very emergency situation. Okay, kita nampak ada merah-merah ni tanda smoke lah, basically asap daripada kilang. Dan kita nampak dekat earth ni very sikit lah green. Okay, menunjukkan alam kita ni semakin kurang lah tumbuh-tumbuhan, and then a lot of tanah lah basically, and some water. So that's it, I rasa.
Next group. Next group. Oh, okay, please.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning. I'm Sarah. Now I would like to introduce my members, starting from Ali, Hafida, Ira, and Seti. Okay, we are from 1, 2, 3. Okay, basically we choose tiger as a symbolic of the climate poster child. Why we choose tiger? Because of the extinct. The number of tiger rapidly decrease from year to year. Okay, so from this sketch, we show the gunung-gunung. Okay, alright. Continue, Bila.
Okey, bila gunung-gunung ni telah digondol, jadi harimau tak ada tempat habitat. Jadi mereka, maksudnya harimau terpaksa keluar mencari makanan. Okey. Lepas tanah digondol sebab nak buat construction ataupun bangunan. Sebab tu dia jadi dan harimau pun tak ada tempat. Kisah harimau.
Harimau tu mati kat MWay banyak kan? That's why we choose the tractor lah, one of the symbol of the development in Malaysia. Using the jungle has been vanished. Macam itu je. Harimau tu dah datang makan, jadi dia
Masuk kampung.
masuk kampung.
Masuk kampung. Itu sahaja.
Okay, we have last group. You put mana? Okay, boleh? Sini boleh. Okay. Siap, thank you.
We are from Change Maker, president of Cik Adi, Dr. Syukur, Dr. Syahid, Cik Syukur, Cik Nazrin, and Cik Baris. So our poster is about a tree being destroyed by fire. So as we know, last year we have news about California fires. We are full aware of that, and we think that it's something to be aware of because a tree is Mother Nature. So Mother Nature is destroying by nature itself. So it's something to think about. As explained by Dr. Shahid,
very much. Now at least you know each other, okay? Now we know all of us in this room. We have a group and we also have a leaders, okay? Now let's come to the serious business. Keep your poster because we'll keep refer to that poster, okay? Toward the end of this program. Okay, so this is the program. We have 2 modules. First, we start with this module number 1. We already done the introduction, and then we will talk about climate change and SEPA. How many of you heard about SEPA before? Pernah dengar? Tak pernah. Okay, SEPA using a lot under UN. They use a lot SEPA for public awareness. Even in climate change program in Malaysia, they also using SEPA. And they're not limited to climate change only. You can use in so many fields. Okay. Originally, this is 2 days program. We're supposed to have 6 modules, but for this, we designed for introduction. We only focus on 2 modules. 1 introduction, and 2nd persuasive communication. So we more streamlined into type of communication, which is we focus on persuasive communication. Okay. In SEPA, we use persuasive communication. Okay, that's how my training started actually. For information, the whole design of the training comes from my own experience. I work in the engineering field. I'm an engineer. I work from the field with solar PV, installed solar PV in 2010 back in Borneo. Then I work in energy management. Then 2015 I started my own company. Then during that time I served concession company to build up energy management for several hospitals. So during that time, if you work in this field, normally when people introduce climate change, they will introduce that polar bear. Right? Who have explained this? During that period, I think even now, some presentation, they still use polar bear. Okay? Nothing wrong with polar bear, but something wrong with us. Why? In 2015, I was also using same, because when I entered the program, when they talk about climate change, then they put polar bear. Then they mentioned about climate change, our surface, global surface become warmer, then ice melt, right? Then they put polar bear. Then I also follow the same. I give a talk to the hospital, talk about energy, then I show polar bear. Okay. After 2 years, I think there's something wrong. There's something wrong when you use polar bear, because people don't really feel it. Okay. Then I start my program. I want to challenge that. I say no. I need to find local image to suit with that local narrative. So I start working on that. So from that work until 2018. Thanks God I'm in Magic during the time. We have friends from Magic. Now Magic's no longer. In Magic, there's a lot of innovation thing. Then I start this. There's a program. I start learn how to make video, how to make storytelling, how to make storyboard. So then I start working on one project. We managed to produce one short documentary about climate change. It's about the local story. Okay. Then now I put in YouTube. While working on this, I use SEPA. I learned SEPA. Then I start working on that, do a lot of research. We read a lot of journal. Even we met a professor in UTM, expert in paddy. We learn about paddy. Then if you see Hazana, there's a lot of research about paddy. Then we do UTM. We also research about fishermen. Okay. Then we come up with this. Then last year, I got an opportunity from Malaysia Green Technology. I worked this 2018, 2019 we complete, and we managed to run one introduction program. We introduced our project video in Magic during the time, just for introduction, and this time we will make one big program 2020. But climate change, not climate change, COVID happened. then this video was kept in my laptop until last year. So last year, middle of last year, MTTC, one of friends in MTTC know about this project. So they gave me an opportunity to showcase my video in their program. Then I showcase. I get a lot of feedback. People talk about this. Then after that, wait, something wrong. Then I sat back to SEPA. I learned back, then I found there's a lot of things that I don't really understand SEPA. I need to learn more. So I compile it to become this training program. Okay? Are you interested to follow?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. Still we talk about polar bear. You know, in 2017, before I start my own project, my journey to find local poster child, I conduct one program, call people, talk about climate change, then I show this. Then I ask all you, what do you think about this? And what do you feel? How can I ask you?
Just polar bear, no way to say it. I say I have no way to say it.
Okay, that's your opinion. It's okay. Anyone? Feel free. Two questions. What do you think is challenge your cognitive, and what do you feel? Challenge your emotions.
Can I say something?
Yes.
The polar bear is sad because he is uncertain whether there's food or is there, and he don't know whether he can survive because the ice is melting, so he have to the water fall into the water, and then whether he'll survive in that cold water.
Oh, from the polar bear perspective.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Last input. Anyone? Sorry. Oh, from polar bear perspective. Okay. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Now, what do you feel?
What do I
When he linked with the climate change, okay, when I conduct this course, half of the room mentioned that they can relate, okay, by analysis they can relate polar bear with climate change. They can relate, and even one lady is quite senior, she come and she told us that she have experience seeing polar bear eyes. How many of you have a that experience? None. Huh? Take a zoom. Okay. You have. Okay. Then she can relate polar bear with climate change. But in terms of feeling, no. None of the people in that group have that feeling. What about you? That's very, very serious. It's not simple, but very serious. Because many years we use polar bear to talk about climate change. But internally, it never affects us. Yes. Polar bear not in our context.
We
Not
still
in our
see the
context.
polar bear alive.
Sorry?
We can still see the polar bear alive unless we see the skeletons or then only we can feel it then.
Okay.
Or it's that serious.
Yes. Okay? You can see it very difficult to link this. So how many years we talk about climate change, but we give a wrong symbol. There's no, some people cannot relate at all. If you read about climate change, then they put polar bear, okay, yes. But feeling, no. For me, that's really serious. Really serious. We keep talking something, but we show another thing. Then, tak masuk. Many years we doing this. Okay? Then from that, really, I said, no, I have to work further. Not, okay, we not only stop here. If you think about that, then we go more detail. This image comes from this article. Okay? You can download this article. In that article mention what? polar bear will disappear, right? Because of climate change. Now, how do you feel? Now, how do you feel with that statement?
Because we didn't see this bear in our life, right? If it will be in danger, we don't care about that.
Correct.
Just like in Pakistan is, we have a markhor. We have markhor. Markhor is just like one animal.
Okay.
But no one is knowing about markhor. I'm talking about the markhor, but no one is knowing about that.
Correct. Correct. Correct answer. Correct answer. We keep using these even last year. I joined one online program. It's a big program, national level. They talk about it, they talk about climate change, and they put polar bear. I become my fight. I really want to change this because we keep waste our time talking this, show a wrong image, it brings a wrong narrative. Then they're not give any impact. Then let me go further. From that article, this is the narrative. Okay? There's two issues here from that article. First, how climate change make ice cap melt. Even the support with the scientific data, scientific discussion. Okay? If you use cognitive thinking, you can relate. But what about your feeling? It's very important because you only do something when you have both. Okay? Then, from that one, when the ice cap melt, that's how it impacts polar bear. So that's how the narrative relates. Okay? Again, still not in our context, right? We are not living in the ice melt. We never know. The ice cap, right? We never have experienced that. Unless the ice in our refrigerator. Other than that, nothing. Right? So, this narrative they use, okay, that is not really related with us. Okay? Then let me stop for a while about polar bear. Then why not we start look back into climate change? Okay? Then this is definition climate change from UNFCCC. Okay? When they talk about climate change, they relate with human. What human do directly or indirectly that change the composition. Change the composition related with greenhouse gas emission. Right? So, then from that, they maybe if that level we still don't, we can see, but what factors? Then they talk about climate crisis. And you can see they mentioned about rising sea level, extreme weather. Now, you feel something? At cognitive level, right? Actually, there's a lot of research being done in Malaysia. I just want to share this. Come from university. A lot of research being done about climate change. Okay? There's a key. This is key climate crisis in Malaysia. Temperature, higher temperature is global. All countries experience this. Then sea level rising. Like last year, we can see what happened to this year, right? In Terengganu. Right? Bad thing happened. Previously, I also lived in Terengganu, but now already my mom already back to our hometown in Sarawak. So just recently, my friend showed me the place that I stayed last time in Terengganu. Bad new better. Bad better. So why we don't talk this in our program? Why we keep talking about polar bear? We have even this one, flood. Another key climate change crisis in Malaysia, flood. We have a lot of issues with flood, right? 2015, who remember 2015, what happened in Kelantan? Yeah, I was involved as a volunteer during the time. I went there. But most of the people talk a little bit touch about climate change, the rest talk about other things. Somehow relate, but people not directly link it together with climate change. The rest become political stories, right? 2021, what happened to Selangor, right? The big flood, right? We also involved and voluntary going there. Then we can see, but people don't talk about climate change. Mostly people talk about the what called discharge water, king tide, a lot of things, right? Infra. Of course, that part relate with climate change when you do action. When you do action, they relate with what I call mitigation and adaptation. If you do adaptation, they will do that. But people don't talk about that. People don't touch about that. We more like to talk about climate change with the polar bear. Actually, we have a lot of things need to talk. A lot of things. Okay? Based on local content. Landslide, another one. Even there's a lot of research now. Landslide relate to climate change. Okay? Now, so when I found it, sometimes we have difficulty to talk. Because when we mention about awareness, it's about give several minutes, then we talk. I also do that before. Whenever I need to talk, my job, energy management, that's become like responsibility to touch a little bit about climate change. So always topic of climate change become the introduction, just a few minutes. Then we thought, okay, before I go for my energy management, energy audit, then we touch about climate change. Okay, climate change, blah, 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 sea water rise, ice cap melt, then this is a polar bear. Then, okay, done, start doing my own business. Right? Now, you can see most of the climate change topic, it becomes just for introduction. Whereby, in reality, most of the changes in this world now drive by climate change. Right? It drives by climate change. Why we don't talk that? Okay? So in SEPA, from that I started learning SEPA. The problem is when we talk about public awareness, we only talk a little bit. We never have a strong structure. We never develop proper education structure. The way, then communication method, the way we want to deliver this message to the public. It's not only about public. You can use SEPA in this program. Let's say you are in UTM. You can use SEPA to give awareness to your staff, your student. The company also can do that. Okay? And every program SEPA, they have objective. From the simple one, just for awareness, to people meet some, in SEPA, they must have action call for action. In the simple, people know, and people start with small thing, up to people will push government to change policy. That's big. That's big. Okay? Then, SEPA will help you to simplify. You can see this from this, because most of the thing, when you see just now I showed you, research from university, most of you are lecturer, so that's probably okay for you to read all the journals, right? But for most of the public, different, right? So how you want to communicate with public? You need to simplify it. Then with SEPA you need to engage. So this need proper planning, right? Proper planning, proper communication to engage. Then you can empower people. That's very difficult, right? But if you don't do that, we keep doing the simple one. We put polar bear, then we talk a little bit about climate change, then we start doing our own business, blah, 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 blah. Right. Even climate change really badly impact insurance industry, you know. Policy will increase, right? Become expensive for this. And you realize, they say climate change already impact human health. That's why now we have a lot of hospitals. For the business people, that's good. That's business. For those who are looking for policy like us, policy becomes expensive. Okay? Communication, we use communication to communicate from education plan to people. Okay? Then you have public awareness, how you talk, because you must have different, when you talk with the public, they will different, and they also will different if you have different opinion. When you talk with different group, let's say in university, they will different. Okay? The problem now, we just put all same. We put one program, we talk with everyone. That's wrong. Okay. I just show you application of safeguard in Malaysia. We can talk about policy. You see now, policy. Do you know that now we have climate change policy? Do you know we have climate change policy? 2.0 already. We have a lot of policy. Last time, I remember I gave a talk, and people come to me in this program like this. The problem is government, what government do? I said, government do a lot. That's a lot of policy, a lot of things. The problem is lacking on communication. People doesn't know about this. Even we've been hit by a lot of policy, new policy. Then you can talk about climate change and energy transition. Now we have energy transition. This year, government just implement new act, Energy Efficiency and Conservation Act. Who know about this? EACA. No? Sorry? That's a new act and already execute January 1st, January 2025. EACA. That will impact you. Because now, if you are energy user, more than certain level, you need to make report. Last time they called EMER, last time only regulation, now they changed to become a become an act, like a policy. Okay. How many of you know we have a new policy like industrial policy? It's related with climate change also. No, right? The problem is because of communication. See? Low carbon, that's a big thing. You know now our economic change. Last 2 years, end of December 2023, I gave a talk in Sarawak. So we made this share, and there's one guy come to me. See, I come to this program because I want to learn how to do green planning for my project. It's an SME company. Okay, they do. There's a contractor, developer, small developer. They do like housing, like shop lot. He told me previously, easy for him to apply loan from the bank to fund the project. 2023, bank asked for green planning, green project. Now they have having a problem. To realize, because our economic change, they call low carbon economy. Low carbon already mentioned about climate change. It's already mentioned about climate change. Low carbon, right? Low carbon is direction of reduced greenhouse gas because of climate change. But people don't talk about it. Right? Okay. Then from all this, I'm coming back to polar bear. I work further with polar bear. Now I have special relation with polar bear. So I start work more detail. You know, when I research on this, why they choose polar bear? You can see that focus on people who live in northern hemisphere, Western people. Why? Because previously, before they talk about climate change, there's a big issue, big fight for polar bear. Animals' rights. There's a movement of animals' rights. One of the victims is polar bear. Because, you think for what? What happened to polar bear during that time? Yes, correct. Fashion industry. Fashion industry, they kill polar bear for fur to make clothes, right? It's a very expensive clothes. So they have a movement, animal rights movement, they really fight, not only for polar bear, but a lot. But one of the main characters is polar bear. And they won. The policy changed. Europe have a strong immune Western countries, they have a strong animals' rights policy because of this movement related to polar bear. So taking of this, now when they talk about climate change, they also use the same pattern because from science, they can see climate change also affect polar bear. So people who fight this in the public, they already have that narrative. They already fight before polar bear. After they won, now polar bear facing another challenge. That's why we come for you. But what people in Malaysia do with polar bear? We have nothing with polar bear. Then we keep talking about polar bear. We fight for polar bear. After that, after move out from the nanti, mama, they tarik habis. Nah, we don't have that fundamental. That's the difference. Okay? Then you can see here, they target for that group, and the objective that to change the policy, but not enough. Why? Because they have a politic there. Because we want to change policy, they relate with politicians, right? So that story's outside there. Okay? Okay? That's a politician. And always with politicians, scientists. Scientists do a lot of research. They found that's a real impact of climate change. But the one who put politicians on the position, who? The business people, right? The business people. They put campaign, right? So, in a way to put politicians there, they also close with businessmen, right? So, who they choose? Scientists or businessmen? No one will close with you, right? You are a scientist, you give a fact, but no one will close with you, right? So, they choose businessmen. So how they need to change that? The only way, people who put politicians in that position is public, because they cast vote, right? That's why this action, they make public awareness to the public. Okay? They make awareness to public because public will use vote to change policy. Okay? That's the story of polar bear. How serious polar bear now? Right? Now we know. There's a serious business behind. For us, climate change, polar bear. Climate change, polar bear. Nothing. There's a strong story behind. See? So that's why, that's my goal to change polar bear. My poster child, I don't want to have polar bear. I'm looking for local context, local image, or local story. Okay. So, now before we take a rest, because 10, I tried to start at 10, but we delay half an hour, right? From 9:30 to 10. Before you go for a short break, now look back at your poster. Do you think the poster okay or not? You want to remain, or you want to improve, or you want to change? I give you 5 minutes, 2 minutes. 2 minutes discuss. If you want to remain, it's okay. If you want to change, also okay. And you stick with that, also good. Minutes, okay? We stop at 10, 2 minutes. Okay, we have another half minute. correct, they can go for break. If not, stay here. Just do this. Okay, done. Done. What about this group? Done. Any changes you want to share? You want to, anything you want?
Yes.
Can you describe a bit? Okay. Guys, can we listen? 1 minute, 1 minute. Explanation a little bit about.
They're showing the roof of the house and the fire.
Oh, okay. 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 Okay, cool.
So
What about second group?
the people living nearby the seashore.
Local elements but we can't include what the
So
most
many,
ah.
so many things that
One
happen.
group.
So we can figure out yeah.
No, take your time.
Mentioned earlier,
Let's become your agenda.
what happened in
What about? Huh?
Because it's the whole earth.
You have those already, yeah? You third level. Your group? Ah, okay. You're satisfied, right? Okay, cool. So what about this group?
animal to
What about your group? Any changes?
There will be change.
Anything you want to share?
We have to change the narrative related to already existing one.
Ah, okay. Cool. Okay. Okay, now take a break 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And please coming back 10:30. Okay? 10:30. We just need half an hour from the original plan. Okay. 10-minute break. 10:30 coming back. Okay. Level 3 outside. Okay. For breakfast.
So it changed the sea level that resulted